My trade was only 10 bucks, but I lost over $500 in an hour. How did this happen? I was out of control. This psychological trap caught me off guard, and everyone could face it, And if you ever felt tilted or excited instead of being cold and calculating, watch until the end. Together, we'll heal your trading psychology using my bitter example. Let's rewind. Today, we have a rather interesting strategy, and it differs in that the strategy can have a lot of consecutive wins. Accordingly, there are days when, there can be also many consecutive losses. It all depends on the market, and I will try to use the strategy. Pay attention. With a bet of $10 to grow my balance. This will be very interesting. Mathematically, you will see everything. Our first trade is open using the strategy. Let's look at the result, and later I will explain its essence. Stop your attention right here. Balance 500. Bet 10. I have a plan. I am calm and confident. Remember this person, in 50 minutes, he will be gone. So, okay, a loss of $10. Well, that's just a small setback. Here's what we do next. We had a bet of $10, so we multiply it by 2, $20. The strategy is based on the concept of smart money, but I interpret it a bit differently. Look, I've drawn a level here. It's clear that, this is a support level because it is below the chart. There have been multiple reactions from it. And here, most people will also try to trade upwards. That is, to bounce off this level. But why am I trading downwards instead? As you can see in my second trade. The first was, $10. The second for $20. I'm trading downwards. And why? It's quite simple. I see that we have, updated the minimum. And, so we had a minimum point right here. The last bodies were located here. And we have already closed below. This body with the one candle, So we have what we call, a structural break for an upward trend to remain intact. We should not have updated this minimum value. So since we updated the maximum here, the market should have continued moving in a staircase pattern, gradually getting higher and higher. But when it turns out that the market updates this minimum, as I did here, friends, this is a signal that the market has changed its trend. Honestly, I can understand what happened. Our $20, trade was also closing red, but honestly, I'm just shocked. Well, I have one more, averaging opportunity left. Friends, I just want to start this trading session with a normal series, when the market follows the scenario. But as you can see, the market is moving chaotically according to its own rules. Well, let's see what comes of it. Do you hear that? It's nothing. Let's double it. At this moment, I'm already starting to doubt the strategy. It's the pain from the loss that demands immediate recovery. I called it averaging down. My strategy allows for it. But why didn't I switch to another pair? Why did I want to recover as quickly as possible? Something to think about. If you've ever caught yourself wanting to immediately recover after loss, watch until the end. By the final, you will see this trap from the outside. And once you see it, you'll remember it forever. Man, I really don't understand what's happening. To be honest, with such a payout percentage, I definitely want to recover my trade now. But in general, we are already at the lower level rather than the upper level. So we can open a downward position from it. Let's try before we reach it. Guys, there absolutely should have been a trend change here because, as I said, for the market to continue rising, we should have this kind of constantly ascending structure. And if at some point we update the minimum and go lower, that indicates that our trend is changing. So if you've taken up, updated the last minimum, that means that the trend is changing. This is a very simple word. As I said, And most people would have upwards here. I mean, they would go upward here, and well, it turns out that most people made money, here, while I did not. What can I say? It happens, you know. But this upward movement is absolutely unnatural and illogical. So I have a trade for $120 now, and it should close in profit. We finally return to our original balance. Error number 2. Look at what I'm doing. The market told me you are wrong twice, and instead of stopping, I'm searching the chart for evidence that I'm right. This is called feeding. The analysis ended with the first loss. After that, I analyzed not the market, but my resentment. By the way, I post such breakdowns, trades, screenshots where I made mistakes and why in my Telegram. There are no signals or earn million. It's what you see now. Honest trading and working on your mindset. The link is in the description. Join in. It's only going to get tougher. And I'm not exaggerating. Look at what I'm doing next. Here we have exactly the same situation. I just let the currency pair because the pair dropped to 50%, which is completely unserious. And here, look once again. It seemed like the market should be moving upwards, but pay attention to the structure. We updated this maximum, which means the next minimum should be higher than this minimum. So the maximum is up to here. And then it's a reversal, but we went significantly lower. We dropped all the way down here. And, people are trading upwards, thinking that, there will be an upward trend. But in reality, we are going to go down because the market is reversing. And I just now noticed that I made a trade for $120. Man, oh my God. What have I done, man? What did I do? There. So I should have made a trade for $10, friends, not $120. I mean, I don't know why I did that. That's crazy. But in short, I shouldn't have agreed, I shouldn't have, average down right now. But this situation is really, stretching me out. We should go lower now. Man, the trend has changed for us. Well, damn it. I only have $140 left. And if this trade closes in the red, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Here what happened. I placed $120 and only noticed it after entering. I didn't decide, I noticed. This is what tilt does to a person. Hand trade on their own. You learn about your decision after the fact. And at this moment, I'm no longer a trader. I'm a passenger. Double it, then I'll get back to the plane. Remember this phrase. It's the official language of casinos. Plays are not postponed to return to them later. Right here on this phrase. Freeze of frame. I stopped being a trader and became a gambler. A gambler has no plan. A gambler only has the next bet. Damn it though, what the hell is happening? Why is the market rising? I don't understand that. It is really closing all this inefficiency, Are you seeing that? This is nonsense, honestly. Of course, I know that there can be different things on weekends, friends. But even if we are going to, close this inefficiency, why couldn't we reverse from here? We could already go down. But is the market rising? This is completely illogical in this situation. Damn it. I mean, I don't want to keep trading at $10. This is only my last chance to get back into trading. At least, double my balance now. Try to double it again. So after that, I can return to my plan. 0.87 out of 500 in an hour. And here's what's important. At no point did I decide. Now I'm tilted. Every step felt logical from the inside. Tilt doesn't feel like madness. It feels like common sense. Why is that? When you are in the red, your brain switches to threat mode and demands one thing: to remove the pain immediately. Plan, risk management, logic are turned off at that moment. You can't negotiate with yourself when tilted. You can only prevent it from taking the wheel in advance. 3 rules. What are you doing? What? Damn it. Why? No. Go back. No. Damn shit. That's crazy. I don't regret the 500. It was the cheapest education of my life. If you've watched until the end, you already see your tilt from the outside. And next time your hand reaches to double down after a loss, remember the ladder: 10, 20, 40, 100, 20, and 0. And maybe you'll stop on the first step, and Telegram will continue. There I show how I trade after this lesson. No signals. Honestly, the link is in the description.